Introducing Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, I know this game is really old, but it is always a classic to go back to every now and again. And there are some great things to do expose here with the game. One thing that I like to do is how to be OP. Now, to start this off, first of all, you're going to have to be past Chapter 6, which involves being on the XS Express, the train in the background over there. Now, after you have finished the XS Express, you're going to want to go over to the Trouble Center. Alrighty, and now that we're in the Trouble Center, I have already completed all these troubles before, so I'm just going to tell you how to do this. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go down to, I passed it up, Frankie's trouble right here is an important thing. And once again, this trouble will only be unlocked after you have completed Chapter 6, which is the XS Express. Frankie will then meet you in Rougeport West, where he will say he lost his ring once again, even after Chapter 4 where he lost it in the jungle. So when you find Frankie's ring, he will then proceed to give you a golden card for the Pianta Parlor. Now what this gold card does when you go into the Pianta Parlor, once I get into the Pianta Parlor, when you get the gold card from Frankie, and you go to the Pianta Parlor, when you go into Trade and Winnings, a badge right here will be able to buy, what's called a Power Rush badge. And as you can see by the description below, it says it increases attack power by 2 when Mario is in danger. Now that is a crucial part of this, I would say, guide. Not really a glitch, but more of a guide. And then what you're going to do, after you're going to buy a bunch of those, you're just going to go ahead and buy as many as you can. Go ahead and buy, say, 30. That's probably much. Maybe about 15. So go ahead and buy 15 of those. And then what you're going to want to do is come down to this pipe. And then you're going to want to come over here into this hut in the background, which you will have to destroy this wall with Bobbery. Hence, you'll need, after Chapter 4, when you get Bobbery. When you enter this shop, you'll be able to talk to this witch, and you can, I don't know, would you say wizard? And she'll be able to adjust your abilities. Now, if you can see right here that I have already adjusted my HP to be consistently at 5, so I cannot get any more than 5 health. And then I've then upgraded all of my badge points and my flower points to insane levels. Since I have already done that, that's going to cost you a few coins, so you're going to have to save up for a bit. So once you're going to have to do that, you'll have a bunch of those Power Rush badges, along with a bunch of flower power and badge points. Now, right here, I don't have the badges equipped right now. I just have the Essentials: Charge, Close Call, Reducing Damage, Defense Plus, Ice Power, 1 Multi-Bounce, Power Bounce, Pretty Lucky, Quick Change, Spike Shield, and Zap Tap. So I don't have any of the Power Rush badges equipped right now. So just to give you a show of what regular Mario's power is, once you enter a battle, I'll just do a quick stomp on these enemies right here with a multi-bounce. Now bear in mind, I only have 1 multi-bounce equipped, so it'll only use 2 flower power. And since I do have spike power, or spike shield, equipped as a badge, the spikes don't hurt me. And then each of those hits only hurt the Goomba 3. Now here's where it gets pretty cool. When I go back to my badges, I have all of these Power Rush badges that I have already bought, and I'm going to go ahead and equip them all, and it's a lot. Alright, that's all my Power Rush badges. Alrighty. So now, I'll have to go find another enemy real quick. Alrighty. We can just go attack this Hammer Bro. Now here's where it gets really cool. Now that I've equipped all of those Power Rush badges, let me just do a Power Bounce on this Goomba. It'll be the same type of Goomba. He'll have 0 defense, just as normal, but a Power Bounce, and see how much damage I can deal with him. I went from 73 all the way to 68. So as you could probably tell, that was a shit ton of damage. So I will then proceed to, I can calculate how much damage I did right there. Hold on, I'm just punching some numbers into my phone calculator. So for all the times I bounced on him, I just dealt that Goomba 490 damage. 490 damage. Now, a lot of people would think that equipping multiple badges, like equipping a bunch of power, like equipping a bunch of the multi-bounce badges or a lot of the power bounce badges would be the most effective way. And in a sense, it does give a slight boost, maybe up to 10 or 11. But the downside is that it takes up a ton of flower power. Like if you were to have maybe 7 multi-bounces, it would take up 127 flower power just for one move. Whereas I just did that, and I dealt 490 damage. Now, there is a drawback to this, is where your health is so low. And that is a real problem if you're not that great at this game and you have low power, then you might be afraid, oh, I might die quickly. A quick thing to combat that is to have a bunch of life shrooms. So if you do ever fall, you can just revive yourself. And these don't cost too much. You can just buy them for about 50 coins in West Rougeport. So you can just buy a ton of those and you'll be safe. Another thing to help you out with this is if you get this called Last Stand badges. I believe there's only 2 in the game, but there might be more if I haven't found them. But these 2 in the game will drop damage Mario receives by half when he's in danger. Since our health is only at 5 for the maximum, we will be in danger, so our damage taken is reduced to a 4th. So we are almost basically invincible. So we'll take minimal damage while dealing out a ton of damage. A ton. And then you can get Spike Shield, Zap Tap, and Ice Power to protect yourself from spikes, from fire. And so also, if enemies that are weak touch you, you will also hurt them. You'll also deal damage with them. So there you have it, guys. That's how to be completely OP in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
That is legitimately awesome. What are your thoughts?
I probably have to get used to it, but I'd probably take 1,000 Year Door over this.
1,000 year, really?